Hi, Davi here, and today we have a new episode in the Art Review series, and today we'll be checking out the work of Hueteo. Now, I have seen this page, Vizine, on YouTube. I think it's a concept art educational channel, so I do recommend you check out that page as well. I will be linking this ArtStation profile in the description below as well. Now, for this post, this was from 8 years ago. But I did find it still on the Pinterest. And I do know Huateo, we'll see their full portfolio, but I do know they have like a bunch of other artwork, not just mecha stuff. But we'll see. But what did attract me to this sort of, I guess, post from Pinterest is that the thumbnail sketches here, they look really interesting, even though they're clearly quickly done. They feel energetic, they feel fun. Reminds me a little bit of the shape sort of design, especially the circular ones of Ahmed Alduri. Because if you look at his, whenever he does mechs, they do have that sort of circular, like spherical, oblong, oval forms a lot. But if you look at the visual look for these sketches, it looks like they were, I mean, clearly it was done in Photoshop, as you can see in the, because it does says it was made in like Photoshop, but it looks like, or it reminds me of Copic sketches for those of you who have like alcohol based markers or Copic markers. It's common to sort of do the sketch first in black and white, and then you add or render in the gray part with like an alcohol based marker, and it does give you this very cool look. You will see this a lot in like concept design spaces and product design spaces, and it does have a cool vibe, right? And you can do this a lot, you know, and you can do these thumbnail sketches basically endlessly if you want to. And they're just fun to look at. And I'm assuming it's even funner, funner, more fun, Jesus, to actually do yourself. So they have a bunch here, very cool. But it shows you that you can do a lot of concepts. And usually, maybe out of these like 50 sketches, maybe only, I don't know, 5 would actually make it to, or 5 would only be like interesting enough to actually work on even more. So, but it shows you what goes behind the scenes, like what it takes to actually get to something that makes it in the public eye. But let's go through Hueteo's portfolio, right? So yeah, join them in Vizine because I've seen him done like webinars in that YouTube channel. So he has a diverse amount of work: character art, environment art. Sometimes he focuses more on design. Sometimes his work is more illustrative. Ooh, I like tanks. Look at this. So they're using a basic sort of like square or flat brush for this one. Um, I love the sketches. They're so cool. Um, they're great studies. This one looks like more of a like an Abrams tank. You know how the top part of the Abrams tank is like kind of heavy, like it's this bulky usually. So who knows? Uh, yeah, and they're using like basic brushes for this one. It's like a really flat brush in the, I think it's fixed in one position, the horizontal like position, and then it does have that opacity. So it looks like they're doing, it looks like a marker sketch if you do it in like traditionally, or if you do it in like traditional sense. It's kind of like you're sketching with markers on this one, but obviously this was done in maybe Photoshop or something. Pretty cool. Great studies, great grayscale studies. So there's that. But yeah, they do have a bunch of work here. Oh, cool designs. Interesting. Let me zoom in. And he, you know what? Who? Ooh, what's going on here? Made below. Look at them toes. Okay. Oh wow. Yeah, Hueteo has that comic vibe just because you can tell he likes to add that it's like a, is it black or a really dark value for like the shadows and stuff. So it does have that comic, web comic sort of look, which is interesting because you do see it applied in like concept art spaces or ideas. But he doesn't always do it that way. Obviously, you can see the more painted stuff like the rest of the stuff you see here. Um, his shapes are a bit more stylized, I would say. I guess his more recent work. Well, let's just zoom far back. I'm not sure what to call. Oh, I like these ones. They're freaky. Even for these designs, look at how he's not afraid to use those like darks. Reminds me of who's that guy we reviewed? Fred. Fred Rumbo or Rumbo. He likes to use like these almost black values for like the shadows to help define like the forms. And it does give it that comic book sort of vibe to your work. And you can apply it to like concept art or like design ideas or fields. I do see why sometimes it's not as common, just because it can be used as a way to hide information. So maybe that's why. Who knows? Because when you're trying to show off your designs, you want that sort of clarity, and adding so many like shadows feels like a cop out, unless it's like a narrative sort of piece. Because there are in concept art, you do have like narrative based images. Like it's more about storytelling and stuff like that. So it does make sense to use darker values more in those spaces or in those areas. Pretty interesting. And I just like the sort of freeness in his work. You know, a lot of these have been reposted on or repinned on Pinterest, and I can see why. Because the designs look so freaking cool. But this one somehow reminds me a little bit of Feng Shui for some reason. I think it's because of the insecty vibe, because I do know Feng Shui has a thing for insects. You will see it in his like characters, vehicles. He loves vehicles, but also his environment. I think that's his main sort of area, environment design. He loves insects. This one is giving me, it's giving a little Kobe Sek, Kobe space SEK. I think it's based in Singapore or something. Just the mecha shapes. But yeah, I just like that. Do we have more here, or is it just one image? Oh, there's more. Ooh, I should have clicked on the full thing. So let's just scroll down. So it's a bunch of ink and color sketches here. So posted 2 years ago. Pretty diverse. Lots of ideas here. I also know Fred Rumbo has had like pages like this, where in one page, in one image, you will have like a bunch of random stuff. It makes for a lively looking sketchbook or page, just because you have a bunch of different ideas mushed into like one sort of page, and it just adds a bit of even if they seem random, if you combine them all in like one area, you sort of get some kind of narrative that you can take away from it. Right? Now this one, he doesn't even use like lines. Everything is in grayscale. Everything is built up via values instead of like line work. I mean, you do have some lines, but they're very gestural, very loose. It feels watercolor-esque sometimes. Marker / watercolor-esque. You know what? These two, it reminds me a lot of Ahmed Alduri, like the way he does his mechs too. Kind of cartoon. I think it's the oblong or oval rounded edges. Yeah. You know that. Is there more, or is it just one piece? Oh, there's more. Oh shit. Oh, reminds me also of some of the grayscale sketches, the mecha sketches of Evan Lee, EVAN space LEE. Now I know Evan Lee is mostly known for his like babes, which I love, but you'll notice for his like female characters, they do have like a lot of like mechanical parts sort of included, like they're riding bikes or they have like a gun with them, or so he does have like a solid knowledge base of like mechanical stuff, but you don't really see it. But he does have like a batch of mecha based sketches, and you will see how it transfers to his like character designs. So here we have a bunch of sketches of different parts of a tank, the full tank, some parts of a tank. But look at how you can capture information without having to necessarily draw everything with lines. You can just use shapes, right? And I do like how he's limiting himself to just like a flat brush in the horizontal position. The sketches here remind me a little bit of John Wallenberto. He's one of my favorite concept artists, especially his like mecha stuff. Fantastic. He does some landscapes here and there, some environments, but I think his mecha, like the what they call it, the Jaeger designs, kaiju types of mecha. It's just so like attractive and hot. So I think when you see stuff like this, it makes you kind of want to do it too. It shows you. I did mention that you can capture a lot of information with just with this kind of approach without having to draw necessarily. So there's that, but it also helps you speed up time. Like you don't need to take too long to explore a concept, not just to study a concept, but to actually express a concept. So I think showing or seeing stuff like this, it shows you that you can be kind of efficient. Not kind of, you can be efficient. And yeah, because you can always like flesh things out more eventually if time permits. But even at this stage, it already looks pretty good. And just having like slight changes, for example, with all these sketches or explorations, he does add that sort of circle color in the background, just to help make those grayscale sketches pop out a little more, right? And it shows you there's an artistic sort of taste there instead of just pumping out sketches and not caring too much. Specifically, like graphic design. So like this guy at least knows he looks very well rounded. Like yeah, I guess that's it for this art review of Hueteo. I do recommend you check out this channel, Vizine. Oh well, obviously the website, but they do have a YouTube channel, so you can check that out. And yeah, I'll see you in the next episode. The more grayscale sketches here. Ooh, nice feet. Bye.